Hello, I'm Celestiele, and I'm learning how to navigate modded Minecraft with the help of Protius, a veteran modded player. Welcome to the modded Minecraft classroom.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Modded Minecraft Classroom. I'm here again with Selestiele, and we are back to do some more teaching. Well, I'm back to do more teaching. She's here to do more learning. But the same thing.
I'm learning.
So we're going to start here with a mod called Pipes with Z, not an S.
Okay.
Gotta be special.
Of course.
So Pipes are a mod designed to transport stuff around the world.
Okay.
So here we've got item, fluid, and energy pipes.
Okay.
And
I like
they
that they're
transmit,
colored differently.
yes, item, fluid, and energy. This is supposed to vaguely be redstone. And then the last one is the universal pipe, which is all three, and it requires all three to craft.
Okay. So if you're going to be transporting an item and a fluid, for example,
Then you need the
you need that
universal
one.
pipe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So far we haven't. I've used them a bit. You've probably seen them around.
I have.
I haven't made the universal pipes because they're not cheap. They require quite a bit of iron. So once we get better automation with iron, we'll be able to make more of them.
And
JDI
droppers.
diving.
Yeah. But you get 16 from 6 iron.
16 does not go a long way.
No, but I mean, if you think about a hopper, for example, for like an item pipe, a hopper would be 5
per
hopper, whereas 6 and you get 16. So then the redstone, yeah, they all have redstone. Then the I see what you mean about the universal requiring a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you only get, what is it, 6 out of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it requires 1 of each of the other types.
So that's yeah.
It's less than ideal, but we'll get there.
Okay.
So these at the end are the 2 tools that you'll need for the mod. There's the pipe wrench, which is it's a wrench. A lot of mods have wrenches of some kind.
Okay.
We showed off the create one last time. But so the pipe wrench, what you do is when you have a pipe that's attached to a thing, the pipe wrench can change the nature of the connection between the block and the pipe.
Okay.
So, like if you have an item pipe on a chest, you can use the wrench on the pipe and it'll suck things out of the chest. Default is insert.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can remove the connection totally. If you have like 4 chests in a row and you only want items to go into one chest, you can remove the connections to all the other chests.
Okay.
It's very useful.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's very handy.
And it's very cheap too. It's only like a couple pieces of iron. No durability.
Flint.
You can use it forever.
It's flint.
Flint, your favorite thing.
Right? Flint has a use. Look at that. Who knew?
Oh, and it's thundering. Again. Thank you, 1.18.
All right.
This is the filter destination tool.
Button, glass, iron, and redstone.
I am turning down my weather.
Do?
So you can add filters into. Hold on.
Oh, I'm finally hearing it. I probably could have just slept.
It's all right. This is faster and less annoying. I was getting like 1 every 2 seconds.
I see.
It was mad because I turned down the volume of weather. So yes, so you can add filters to the pipes themselves to what they can insert or extract to and from stuff.
Oh.
Like tanks. It's mostly items and fluids that have that. You don't really have different types of energy, but it It can be used to do advanced routing of items and fluids within a network of pipes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can have
So like,
multiple fluids, for instance, in the same pipe, multiple items in the same pipe.
an item sorter, but more
Much
compact.
more primitive. Oh yes, sorry, more compact. It's compared to vanilla, very primitive compared to other vanilla or other modded options that we'll have later.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So, and then here on these pedestals are the different upgrade levels of pipes,
Mhm.
and each one just improves the pipe a little bit more. And you require, so here's the basic. The improved requires a basic to create, and it has the abilities of the basic and then some extras, all the
Okay.
way up to the ultimate, which requires netherite to craft.
I see. Well, it's a good thing we have netherite.
It only requires 4 netherite per, requires 4
Mhm.
diamonds for the improved, gold. Yeah. There is a infinity pipe upgrade, but that's creative only, so we can't have that.
Okay. And so what do these do? Like how it's a pipe, so what does the
Mhm.
upgrade do to it?
It increases speed. It unlocks filtering. It unlocks something called destination type. So you can, if you have one pipe that has multiple destination possibilities, it can choose how it chooses which one to go into without filtering. So, like, if you have one chest it's pulling an item out of and 4 chests it can put items into, you can tell it
Mhm.
to either put it into the closest one first until that's filled, or round robin it so it'll put one into each chest and then start over at the first chest.
Okay.
But by default, none of those options are available, and you have to install these upgrades in order to unlock those options.
Okay. And would you have to put them on the entire pipe or just the end pipe?
Just the connection. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. If you right click on a pipe that's connected to an object, it will open up the interface that you can put the upgrades in, and it'll show you all the different options that you have, some which are locked and some which are not locked.
Okay. Cool. That seems very handy.
It is. It's a neat little mod. But
Beats
that's it. That's
hoppers.
pretty. That is every item in the entire mod.
Well, all right then. That makes it nice and easy.
So next is Ender Chests, which is kind of a uh, misleading moniker because there's more than just Ender Chests in this mod.
Okay.
Um, so here we've got the basic Ender Chest. This is right here. This is an Ender Chest. So it says public use on it. You
Mhm.
can code these to be private use only.
Okay.
Useful for servers
That's a
where
nice
you don't want people
interface.
taking your stuff. Yeah.
Right. So, oh,
Yeah, you
sorry. I
see
just
the
I just caught the
animation.
yeah.
Yeah, here. Let me go into it so you can see it better.
Oh, that's
Isn't that cool?
nice. That is so pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So see how they are banded? And there's
Yes.
a this is orange, light blue, orange.
Hmm.
And where it says in your one probe interface, code 131,
Uh-huh.
that's color coding. So
Okay.
orange is 1, light blue is 3, so it's 131, reading the bands from top to bottom.
Okay.
And this is how you get multiple different types of ender chests. So you can have all 16 colors on all 3 bands. So you can have whatever that math comes out to, different ender chest networks.
Oh my. That seems complex.
It's not bad. It's useful because you can hopper in and out of these.
Okay.
Again, really?
Let me sleep. Let me just sleep.
I'm gonna walk over here so my magnet doesn't pick up your. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. You can auto input items in and out of these, unlike a vanilla Ender chest where you can't do that. So a lot of
Right.
people use these as attachments to their quarry system. So they'll have a quarry somewhere,
Right.
and then they'll have the quarry feed into an Ender chest, and then an Ender chest at their main storage system. And the main storage system will pull all the quarried stuff out of the Ender chest and sort it.
Well, that's very, very handy.
Oh, very, very handy.
It is so
Yeah,
pretty.
and they're beautiful. This is new. Older versions of this mod, it just looked like a stylized vanilla Ender chest, not this fancy like void
This is,
block.
yeah, like this is really pretty. I applaud the
Yeah,
person who did the texture for these.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, the void is the same as the end portal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep, which is
I like
cool.
it. I always
All
thought
right.
that was pretty.
Next, we have Ender tanks, which do not have an interface.
Okay.
But they have the same kind of thing where it's the banded. So this one is code 030. So white is 0, light blue is 3, back to white.
Okay.
Same thing. It can hold fluids and connect to fluid inventories basically across dimensions and whatever. So if
So
for
items, fluids.
items and fluids, yep.
Okay.
For instance, if you wanted to have a pump in the nether sucking all the lava out of the nether, and then one of these in the overworld feeding into your whatever you needed lava for, like our Tinker Smeltery, you could do that.
Oh.
We don't do that because I have plans. But
Suck all the
also, I don't.
lava out.
That
Like
requires
City.
power, and we don't have power, so or that much power rather.
Right.
So,
Right.
but they are good to use. And we'll use the chests probably more than the tanks, but we probably use both.
Okay.
Then we have the Ender Pouch and the Ender Bag. So the Ender Pouch and the Ender Bag, I'm not as familiar with these. I believe the Ender Pouch, let me double check.
I
Yes.
have Ender
So the
and
Ender
Seed
Pouch,
Mother.
yeah. It is a portable Ender chest, like your vanilla Ender chest. That's what the Ender Pouch is. Gives you
Oh.
access to it without having to place an Ender chest down.
Okay.
Very useful. Well, sort of. More useful is the Ender Bag, which is a remote link to one of these Ender chests from the mod. So if I take the Ender Bag, you see how it has the I'll put it back here. See how it has the 3 white dots on it?
Yeah. That corresponds to one of these.
So if I shift and right click on this and then put it back, see how it is now
So it's linked
orange,
to
light blue, orange. So
this
now it's
box.
linked to that box. So anything you
Whereas
put in this,
I can
go
do
ahead.
with that. But this is
Yeah,
just a
and vanilla
one-off?
Ender chest.
Okay.
No, it's your vanilla Ender chest.
Okay.
Yeah. So, which is personal and tied to the player, and that's
Not possible
permanent.
for public use. Okay, okay.
Right.
I was trying to think about it. I'm like, if I put an ender chest down, I can get the stuff from my ender chest in my house just as easily. But okay, so you mean like tied to the player, vanilla.
Right.
Got it, got it,
And you
got it.
can't auto place stuff in or out of it either. So like this, if I was out mining and I put stuff into this ender bag and I had that chest connected to my storage system, it would all disappear from my inventory, go into the ender bag, get pulled out of the ender chest, and go into my storage system all while I was out mining.
Okay.
Once we have a storage system set up, we're going to make these.
Okay.
Because that way you can have a huge, long mining session and never run out of inventory space.
Right.
Ever.
And you can pull stuff out of it again too, right?
Well, yeah, but if you have it set up so it feeds
going
into your
into the
storage system,
then no.
everything gets sucked out instantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't put things in there that you might want.
Right.
Okay. Next is the Ender Bucket. You may have a guess of to what it does. It's a bucket.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this the fluid?
Uh-huh. It's the fluid version of the Ender bag. So if you take it off the pedestal, just right click. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Visual glitch.
Oh.
If you shift right click it on the Ender tank
That
and then
matches the
look at it
tank.
again,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that the bands have changed to match the tank.
Okay.
Same thing as the pouch, or the bag, rather. So that is remote storage access to this Ender tank. So if you're out collecting stuff, it'll go
Like
in with this bucket, like lava or water or oil.
oil.
Um, it'll go into a tank, which has more storage system, I believe, or more
Okay.
than the bucket does. Um, on the opposite side of that, if you need a lot of liquid, you can also put it down, drawing from the tank that's connected to that bucket.
Okay. So this is 32K millibuckets. Is that what the
Yeah,
MB is?
yeah.
Millibuckets.
So
So
so it's
32 of
32
those?
buckets.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
32 buckets.
Cool.
What a lot of people do for liquids is they have a bigger tank that feeds into or out of an ender tank for more
Right.
storage.
Right, of course. That makes sense.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for that mod as well.
So now you guys have heard the lesson, and we're going to do some practical application today. We're actually, well, we already have done some practical application, so I'm going to show that off. You may have actually seen it in the Productive Bees video that I released already, or in the storage. So let's go look at the storage real quick, and I don't know how to walk into the storage room. There we go. Look at that. I'm in the storage room. I'm going to turn this around, though, because that's easier. Okay, so we use storage drawers in here, and we have the Enderman. We have the trim that is connecting each of these so that they can be controlled by a single drawer controller. But then there is actually hi. So we have cables that go into here, and we have the ender chest. This one is a orange, white, and that is connected into the system. So anything that goes into that goes into this system. And it's raining. If I go over here, I will have some pipes, and I'll show you those in just a second. So this ender chest here, this one. Nope, that's a different one too. There it is. This is the one. This is connected to the storage system, so everything, all the combs and the output from here, the draconic dust and things like that, all go into that and get transferred to the other area into the storage. And then as you can see, we have pipes coming in here. We have some energy pipes. So we have the redstone from the honey generator going into the centrifuge, the powered centrifuges. So the combs are being processed right away. And then we have the fluid pipes for the honey. So the centrifuge that produces honey gets pumped back into the honey generator. And then the items get filtered from up there. The combs come down, and then they also go back into that system. And you can see these pipes, this is coming from up there. These pipes go down into the centrifuges, and then notice that they are not connected here, but there is another set of pipes that is connected, and it goes into the ender chest. So let me show you real quick how that all works. So if I set, let's separate these. All right. If I have a bunch of chests and I want things that come from that chest and I want them to go into this chest down here, I need to tell it right now that is going into the chests. If I shift and right click, then it takes the items from this chest and puts it into these three. But if I don't want it to go into these two here, then I shift again, shift right click, and then it unconnects and unconnects. So I can have chests right next to each other and they're filtering from here into that chest right there. Not filtering, that is the wrong word. And then we also talked about upgrades. Obviously there's no upgrades on this, but if I shift and there we go. If I right click on the connection, then I have the upgrade options here. So I don't have any of the upgrades right now because I really don't need them at this point. But that is pipes. Very, very useful so far. Like you know, it's if you think about trying to do this in vanilla, it would be a nightmare because you need to send the redstone signals to these three centrifuges from these three generators. But then you also need the honey coming from those back into here. You need the items going into them, and then you need items going out. This would be a nightmare trying to do this with hoppers. It would also be a lot slower. So yeah, this has worked out really well. Another place that we have used the ender chests are down here in the one of these ways is getting down easily, safely. So you see we have ender chests that are connected here. So this means we don't have to have pipes leading from all of these pads into the central storage. They're all going into this ender chest, and it's white, green, white. So if I go down here into this area, all of them go to this. White, green, white. So 0D0. And we have more pipes that then go into the storage controller, which is connected to all of these drawers. So basically all of that harvesting all comes in here. And then this is also connected. So if we have some seeds that we want to process, we put them in there, it goes through the seed reprocessor, and it becomes the essence. And then the essence gets transferred immediately to there. So yeah, this is a really, really cool setup. It makes it very easy to transfer things very quickly over distances. We could have a farm, 100 blocks away, and we don't have to worry about hoppers because we can just drop it in the ender chest and it's connected. So brilliant, brilliant idea. I love the ender chest mod and the pipes mod. I really do. It's simple, but I like it because it makes sense. So that is all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and learning a little bit more about modded, and I will see you next time.